I said I was going to do it and I did it. I finally got through all of Grady Hendrix books and I'm going to be doing a review on all of them. I did say I was going to get them all read by October. I didn't. I finished in November, but I did do it. I did. The Final Girls support group. This is one of my favorites of his. I actually kept getting a ton of recommendations for it, so thank you for that. It was a 5 out of 5 for me. It is about a bunch of final girls who start getting hunted down by unknown killer. I loved this book. I really, really enjoyed the slasher stories and the backgrounds of each woman that's involved in this. It was so gory and so creepy. Everything a good horror book should be. And the best part is that it keeps you guessing. The whole time I couldn't figure out who the killer was. And then I guessed it, and then I second guessed myself because they kept throwing in more options for killers. So I really, really like that. I like that even the killer is not the only monstrous person in this book. We sold our souls. This book made me never look at a UPS driver the same again. I used to look at them with so much joy because they would always be bringing my books in, and now there's always something in the back of my head that makes me worry about them. This book was very rock and roll, and it was about selling your soul to the devil for fame, and now it's your time to pay. I gave this book a 3 out of 5. How to Sell a Haunted House. This book focused on losing your parents and then inheriting their home, but not just their home, you're also inheriting all their past trauma, including their creepy puppet doll who reminded me of Scrappy from Goosebumps, but a million times worse. I listened to this book on Audible and it scared the crap out of me. The book kept getting creepier and creepier, and there's a scene in this book that I will forever think about in my nightmares. Yeah, but I did like that this book focused on parenting, bad parenting, and they explored that through a creepy ass puppet doll. And I really like that. I gave this book a 5 out of 5. My Best Friend's Exorcism. This book asks you if your friendships could stand any test, including the devil. This is my first Grady Hendrix read, and I still think about it today. It had me bawling. I loved it. 5 out of 5. Horror store. What if the store you worked in was haunted and your boss asked you to come work overnight to try to catch people he thought were messing with the store, but it was actually ghosts? That's Horror Store. I did enjoy this book. I just wish I got so much more of it. I felt like it ended so short. I love the creativity of it. I think it's one of the best things about this book. The same with My Best Friend's Exorcism. It looks like a VHS tape. He really invested in making these books look good. 3 out of 5. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. Pregnant teens get sent to this institution to give birth to their children, give them up, and then get sent home as better versions of themselves. And if that's not messed up enough, add in some witchcraft and some really dark revenge, and you get this novel. 3 out of 5. Even read his short novel, Ankle Snatchers. And this one I gave a 2 out of 5 only because it was really, really short. Are you afraid of the monster under your bed? Because in this novel, you better be if you're trying to survive. And that's all I'll say about this. It was really short and sweet. I enjoyed it. I just want so much more. Could your mom take on Dracula or a vampire at all? Yeah, mine either. And that's exactly what happens in this novel when a bunch of moms take on a vampire to protect their children. One of his best novels out there and a must read, a 5 out of 5. I did it. These are my reviews and my ratings for them if you have not read any of them, and I hope I made you want to read some of them. Let me know which ones you really loved and which ones you would try out. Hendrix is an amazing author, and I'm sure there's a book out there of his that you would really enjoy. Thank you guys so much for listening to my reviews. I hope I encouraged you to read some of his novels.